Hello, my name is Liz Bellinghoven and I work with the BIT team here at CBN, and let me introduce you to the Internet Activity Mapping app. Likely you're going to be one of the people that'll be using it and mapping our internet contact activities to a internet activity solicitation. A while ago they decided that they wanted to take these messy strings that were coming in from the website and map them to a solicitation. So let's get into it. What you're looking at here is the first page that you'll see when you come into the app, and it's the dashboard. Looking from the left to the right on the top, every number here that has a link are areas that need attention. So what we can see here is that we have 168 activities that have come in from the web and they need mapping. We've got a mapping table that exists in ODS and gets used in ETL to push into the marketing systems. 1,934 have already been mapped, 31 are pending, and there are 15 errors. A requested solicitation is a solicitation that was created in this app, and it's actually not inside CRM, but with this app you can easily upload it into CRM and batch import them. So on the right here, you look down the right-hand panel, you can see that here are all the information about the internet activity solicitations that already exist in CRM. There's 1,029 of them, and there's a few that have some errors. 3 that have string format errors. If you want to see the details, it'll show you which ones they are. Somebody with access to CRM is going to have to go up there and fix them. There's 2 pairs of duplicates that need to get fixed, and again, that will have to be done up on CRM. And there's 67 that have been created, but they've never been mapped to an activity. So if you want to look at the details there, maybe they need to get deleted. They're not necessary. All the details for that are here. So the main purpose of this app, though, is to map the strings, the activity strings, to the activity solicitations, and that is right up here. Before we click on that link, though, actually I did already click on it, so let's go back to the dashboard. I did want to highlight this section down here where it says by days since the activity occurred. So what you can see here, in the last 7 days, there are 25 activities that have come in that need mapping. And in the last month, there's a total of 34. And in the last 60 days, there's 60. And the last 90 days, there's 79 that need attention. Let's go ahead and go to that screen. So this is kind of a spreadsheet, so to speak, a table of all the activities that need mapping. As you can see up here, there's the 168 that we just saw. If we were to put in the parameter at the top 7 days, you're going to see here's the 25 strings that need to get mapped. If you sort it, they're sorted default in the ones that have come in the most recent, and you can see that this one came in today, there's several from yesterday, and so forth. And if you sort it in order of the most number, you can see that it's affecting 945 contacts. So a lot of people have been doing this activity up online. Now, just to explain the string, this donation CBN Core adjust my giving amount is the string that comes in from the internet. This one right here, this Donation Club OI fundraise 050342, is also a string that comes in on the internet. However, this little helper section in light gray tells you that this 050342 is a donation solicitation that maps to this right here. So it kind of helps you figure out how to map it. Now, if we want to go ahead and look, like, let's say Believe for Healing, and we want to go ahead and map that one, I can type in the word healing in the parameter and see if there are any more. And it looks like this is the only one, so we can go ahead and just map that one. When we come to the mapping screen, what you can see here on the top, it shows that you have selected one activity, and down here is where we're going to select the solicitations to map it to. So I can go ahead and search for healing. And we know we want it to be CBN. And there's a bunch of them with different years. So, excuse me. If we want to go ahead and just make it a generic year, we put EVG in there, and that means evergreen. And here we've got several that have come in. Prayer requests for healing, emotional healing, 7 days of healing. This isn't exactly what we're looking for. So what we can do, though, is click one of them, and this add new SOL gets populated over here on the right-hand side. I can go up to the one I'm trying to copy and paste it in here. And it looks like I can add the word donation. We don't want to add another dash. Dashes are reserved characters that if you add them, it'll mess up the metadata parsing. And down here it tells you that I've got a solicitation with CBN-EVG-webpage-solicitation belief for healing. If I add this other dash, now I've got another problem in there, and we use each one of these little sections as meaning brand, year, channel, and description. So we want to not put any dashes in here. So I can go ahead and add the new activity SOL. The confetti makes you feel happy that you did it right, and the new one is right here. So I can go ahead and click this button down below, map one activity to this NW0065. Takes you back to this screen. It disappears because you only are showing the unmapped. So if you click the pending, it's going to show you that you went ahead and accomplished what you were trying to accomplish. Now if you notice, this NW does not look like any solicitations that we have up in CRM, and that's because in this app we create a placeholder solicitation that Lee can go ahead and batch upload. This second page right here shows you all the placeholder solicitations that exist. Now we just created one just now, belief for healing, right here, and it looks like it's missing a type, so we can go ahead and edit that. And we can add the type since we forgot to do that, and there we go. And we can update it, and boom, now it's done and it's all looking good. If we decide we don't want one anymore, that it looks like we messed up, we can go ahead and delete it. And I'm just going to delete this one just to show you how it works. Once I select the row, a delete button will pop up on the header right here, and I can go ahead and hit delete. It asks me if I'm sure, and I say yes, and it's gone. So now when I go back to the internet activity, notice that I've just deleted that solicitation that we mapped it to, so it's no longer mapped anymore. I can remap this since it's there. We know we're going to add a new one. We're going to call it Believe for Healing. Donation, Believe for Healing. And it looks like the prayer request is the type, so we need to change that as well. Let's look for one thing you can do. Let's just get rid of everything and type donation, and there you go. And I'm going to add a new one, and I'm going to select it and map it, and there we go. Now if I get rid of healing, I can look for some more that need to get mapped. I'm going to look down here. Here's one that looks like hunger relief. Let's see if there's copy it, paste it up here, and looks like we don't have any that are unmapped, so get rid of that. trying to find groups of ones that I could do together. Let me get rid of the pending. Sometimes it's helpful to have pending in there if you want to see what previous things were done. Here's one that has to do with the courses, the new Bible app. So let's put that in and see if we get, there's just one. Edit. Let's look and see if there's one in here. Let's get rid of that. I just put in the word course, and we've got a bunch of them. Donation to courses. This doesn't look like there's anything to do with a donation, so I can just clear this out and start over and just say I want to do CBN, I want to do EBG, it's on the website, donation, CBN courses, and it's a donation, it's a web page. The campaign is going to be CBN Internet Campaign, or we could look for something to do with the courses, and there we go. And down here, the blue, you can double check. It's CBN EBG website, CBN donation CBN courses, and I can go ahead and add that. And there's my new one, and I can map it. And there you go. If we look at the mapping table, it's going to show us the last two that we've done, and the dashboard's going to show us that we've accomplished some. We've done 2, and we've added a requested solicitation over here. And we're down to 23. So anyway, that's a basic tour. So if you have any questions, please contact the BIT team or Lee Aker, and happy mapping.